There is a message that could change the fate of our planet, a call so powerful that it awakens the consciences of millions of people. Today, we will talk about a warning that comes directly from the heart of the Catholic Church, a message from Pope Francis that has the power to save the earth from destruction. But how? Stay with us to find out. At a time when the world seems to be navigating by sight towards an uncertain future, a voice rises high and clear above the background noise, proposing a navigation route that could avoid the definitive shipwreck of our beloved planet. This voice belongs to none other than Pope Francis. If you too feel the urgency of change and want to be part of the solution, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications. Together, we can make a difference. Pope Francis, through his encyclical Laudato Si', has indeed raised a critical issue that addresses not only faith and spirituality, but also urgent environmental and social issues. This document is a clear exhortation to the global community to realize the severe ecological crisis we are experiencing and act accordingly. Here, we will explore the main themes addressed in the encyclical and the strategies suggested by the Pope to tackle these challenges. The encyclical starts with the observation that our world is undergoing a profound environmental crisis, highlighted by dramatic climate changes, loss of biodiversity, pollution, and unsustainable wastage of resources. Pope Francis points out how our consumerist lifestyle is pushing the planet to its limits, threatening not only future generations but also current populations, especially the most vulnerable. The ecological conversion required implies a deep inner change that reflects in concrete actions towards a more sustainable lifestyle. It involves recognizing the intrinsic value of every creature and the interconnectedness between all living beings, including the environment in which we live. One of the key strategies proposed by the encyclical to mitigate climate change involves the gradual reduction of the use of fossil fuels and investment in renewable energy sources. Pope Francis calls for an energy transition that not only contributes to limiting greenhouse gas emissions, but also promotes sustainable development. The encyclical urges world leaders and the energy industries to pursue solutions that respect the environment and ensure social equity. Another fundamental aspect of Pope Francis' message is the importance of biodiversity and the need to protect the most vulnerable populations, who are often the most affected by the devastating effects of environmental degradation. The loss of biodiversity is not only an ecological issue, but also a social one, as it threatens the foundations of life for millions of people who depend on healthy ecosystems for their survival and well-being. Responding to Pope Francis' call requires commitment both at an individual and collective level. Individually, we can adopt a more sustainable lifestyle through conscious daily choices, such as reducing waste, recycling, using less polluting means of transport, and supporting sustainable agriculture. Collectively, it is essential to support policies and initiatives that promote environmental justice, sustainable development, and the transition to clean energies. The encyclical Laudato Si' is not just a call to environmental responsibility, but also an invitation to a broader reflection on our relationship with the planet and other human beings. Pope Francis invites us to reconsider the fundamental values that guide our societies and work together to build a fairer and more sustainable future. But is it really possible to change course? What do you think you can do, on a personal and community level, to contribute to the preservation of creation? Share your opinion in the comments by writing the word warning. Responding to Pope Francis' warning about caring for the environment is not merely a manifestation of religious faith, but represents a profound civic and moral responsibility towards future generations. This exhortation calls us to the awareness that the Earth, with its delicate ecosystems and finite resources, is the only habitat we know and share with all forms of life. As such, it is imperative that each of us takes an active role in its protection and conservation. The Pope's warning underscores a crucial point. The time for action is now. We cannot afford to postpone or delegate to others the responsibility of safeguarding our planet. The threats of catastrophic climate changes, loss of biodiversity, pollution, and environmental degradation are real and imminent. These environmental crises not only threaten the natural beauties and riches of the Earth, but jeopardize the very survival of future generations. The required commitment is collective but begins at an individual level. Each of us can contribute with concrete actions, reducing the consumption of non-renewable resources, adopting sustainable lifestyles, supporting responsible environmental policies, and raising community awareness about environmental issues. This commitment is not just an ethical duty, but an opportunity to reconnect with our environment and rediscover values of simplicity, solidarity, and respect for nature that are too often overlooked in the frenzy of modern life. Responding to Pope Francis' call means recognizing that every action counts and that together we can make a difference. It is an invitation to reflect on our daily choices and their impact on the world around us. This message is not only for believers, but for all those who see the intrinsic value of life on earth and wish to contribute to a more sustainable and fair future. Thank you for taking the time to reflect on this important message. It is only through collective awareness and joint action that we can hope to effectively face the environmental challenges of our time and leave a healthy and livable planet for the generations to come.